All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Envizion Wrestling presents Fair and Square 3. This is Positive Vibes Only Brian Parker here alongside...
Hey, how's it going? I'm here at Envizion with Brian Parker. This is, of course, the Dr. Seuss of the commentary booth, Dickie Wabash. Brian, it's a pleasure to be here in the booth with you here today.
Finally getting a chance to commentate with Dickie Wabash. I've been looking forward to this day for a very long time.
It's your childhood dream, I've heard.
And I'm glad that you're joining me here.
That's a nightmare that we just saw right there. But
to see this little dance move by Kyle Pipher coming to the ring to open up this show.
But I digress.
Here from the Knox County Fairgrounds in Bicknell, Indiana. This is our third year here at the Fairgrounds. Thank you to the Knox County Fair for inviting us back once again.
Yes. Shouts out. Is it shout outs or shouts out? I've always wondered that.
Shout outs, I would say.
Shout outs, okay.
I don't know.
Just so that we're on the same page here. Hey, who we got coming to the ring here now?
Yeah, we got a first-time matchup here. We in Envizion Wrestling, we love the fact that we get to bring you these first-time matchups, big part of our shows, and here we are with the first-time ever matchup, Colby Jack, Kyle Pipher, here in Envizion Wrestling.
Nice shirt on Colby Jack there, gotta say, gotta love it.
Representing MadBash Wrestling. You could tell us all about them, Dickie Wabash.
Oh, yeah, we got, we're just trying to be unapologetically creative. That's what we do at MadBash Wrestling. But, we'll talk a little bit more about MadBash Wrestling when we get to that big title match coming up here later.
Looking forward to that one.
The task at hand right now, we've got Colby Jack versus Kyle Pipher. We've got Chris Cutler versus Jay Silva coming up here not too long.
Can't wait to see that title match, that MadBash title being defended in Envizion Wrestling event finally for the first time.
Oh, Colby Jack with the license plate. What's that say? Home is where the herd is. Colby Jack is nothing.
Is this the kind of stuff you find at a fair in the Midwest?
This is what you find at the Bicknell Fair. Yes, Colby is nothing if not a walking pun. I will say that about Colby.
Colby Jack is the perfect wrestler for a crowd like this, by the way.
Yeah, his livestock family, if you look off in the distance there, you can see the livestock barns. That's where his mom and dad are. They got the circuit TV. They're watching the match live at the fairgrounds.
Here
we were able to get that technology for them.
Here we go.
Drop stepping down behind Kyle Pipher. Colby Jack is giving up the size advantage to Kyle Pipher.
I'd say the power as well.
Colby Jack's all about heart. Something how like cows have four stomachs rather. But,
he's got a lot of heart too.
I'm not really sure about
maybe not a lot as much as stomach, but still a lot of heart. He's going to have to use his speed advantage for sure to get around big Kyle Pipher. I've been in the ring with Kyle Pipher.
Yeah, you have actually, yeah.
Not a walk in the park.
Colby Jack with those trademark headbutts. I mean, that's just Colby Jack for you right there, man. He has got a head of steel.
There you go, those body blows by Colby Jack here. But yeah, he's going to have to stay on top of Kyle Pipher if he... Oh!
He took the boot on that one, brother. My goodness, almost took his head off.
He's going to have to rally from that big shot there. Big scoop slam. Ooh, into the snake eyes.
Snake eyes action there from Kyle Pipher, just prowling the ring like a panther right now. Taking down poor Colby Jack, slamming him down hard on that mat.
It's great to see Colby Jack back in the ring. He had to take that extended break, but
yes,
stepping into the Envizion ring once again.
How long's it been since Colby's been in an Envizion ring?
It's been a year since we had a show, so it was a little bit before that. He joined up with a couple guys forming a faction, Cornrow, of course. His friends Corn Boy and Yoder and String Bean in various combinations.
Shout outs
over the last few years. But I'd love to see Cornrow come back and maybe do something in the tag division here. But right now he's got his hands full with Kyle Pipher.
I think he's got to get through this match first, by the way.
He's already taken quite the beating now. And ooh, missing that shoulder into the post. That's exactly the opening that Colby Jack needed.
But see, yeah, exactly. That's the speed. He used the speed to trick the much taller, bigger, slower Kyle Pipher. I don't say the slower is an insult. I mean, Kyle Pipher is an athlete in his own right. But it's just, you got to look at him and look at Colby. There
we go. Colby Jack on the outside, staying on top of his opponent.
By the way, in the crowd here tonight, Brian, we have the stars of the Danville Dreamers documentary, Mr.
there they
Six
are.
and Franchise. We just saw them on camera here.
I thought I recognized those guys.
Oh, now look at this.
Here we go. This is
Making
the
the
only way
fans-
Kyle Pipher's getting high fives from this crowd tonight. Running a lap around the ring.
Slamming it down. That's the hardest part of the ring I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard a couple times. Now Kyle's coming back. You just can't let up with Kyle Pipher, a man of his size. He can take a lot of damage.
Yeah. He keeps coming back.
You know, Colby Jack, as I call him, the ultimate underdog.
See, puns for days, man. They're so easy with Colby Jack.
He's so easy to cheer for. You know, the kids love him.
I love him. There's a reason that we talked about MadBash Wrestling. There's a reason that I gave him the seal of approval that for MadBash Wrestling. You know what I mean?
Choke there. Referee Timmy Eddy needs to get on top of that. He's got that heel wrapped around the throat of Colby Jack. There's no way.
You know, a man can't breathe, a man can't fight. That's what I've heard.
That's true. Doesn't matter how big you are if you can't draw in oxygen. This crowd firmly behind Colby Jack.
And like you said, how could they not be? I mean, Colby Jack is just so lovable. You know, he's just so you just look at Colby and you want to cheer for him.
Right back to the outside, that concrete there. There's no mats outside. You got to wonder how much more Colby Jack's going to take. And of course, we got Kyle Pipher over here.
Of course. I would expect nothing less from this man.
Exposing a turnbuckle. Yeah, he's got some plans for that. Colby Jack's got a rally out there. His fans are trying to help him get to his feet before that 10 count.
Can Colby get to his feet?
I know he was ground beef a minute ago, then he was lean beef, but he's back in the ring to break that count. Kyle, you know, we mentioned the size advantage, and he's using it right here he knows the target that lower back of Colby Jack.
That is the weak spot. That's very much the weak
there.
spot. Poet didn't know it, brother.
He's got this well in hand here, going for that big suplex.
You got to wonder the torture that Colby Jack is feeling right now. I mean, as we said, that lower back is the weak point. Everybody knows this. Here we go. 1, 2. He kicks it, too. Colby Jack is resilient.
I'm wondering what's going to happen with this turnbuckle over here. I know Kyle's got that in the back of his mind. If he runs out of ideas in the middle of the ring, he's going to use the corner.
Win at any cost.
Here we go.
Oh, foot up. Blocks it.
Oh, the big shot on that exposed buckle. That's what happens. Doesn't always go in your favor.
You see what happens? You see what happens, Kyle? You see what happens when you fight a stranger in the Alps? Here we go. Stroke. The stroke.
That big face bump in the center of the ring. Now Colby Jack looks like he's going to take to the sky.
See that diving headbutt, possibly?
Pigs don't fly, but maybe cows do. I've seen him win matches with this.
Flying headbutt. This could be it, Brian. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Colby Jack with the victory over Kyle Pipher.
Well earned right there. Colby Jack, your victor here in this opening match at Fair and Square 3 against Kyle Pipher.
Hell of an opening match.
Yeah.
Good way to
proud
get the crowd into it.
Proud of this kid. He's gone through a lot in these last few months or so, and I'm glad to see him back in the ring here at Envizion.
It's glad to see him back in the ring.
Big time win over Kyle Pipher.
A few months ago, he came to me and he said, Dickie, I need a shot in the Ascend the Throne tournament to crown the first ever MadBash champion. I was hesitant to give it to him, but seeing how he has just improved leaps and bounds and been able to come back from injury, how can you not cheer for this guy, Brian?
He's definitely a shining gem, represent MadBash Wrestling here in Envizion Wrestling, and we're happy to bring this collaboration as well as this upcoming one for the MadBash Championship coming up next. But right now, Colby Jack making his way out. Congratulations to Colby Jack. Big win to open the show tonight.
We're just getting started. We got 3 more matches, 2 title matches. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm locked in, brother. I am locked in. Brian, you are about to see your first taste at Envizion of MadBash Wrestling. We got Jay Silva making his way to the ring, the challenger here. Of course, going up against our first champion, Cutler the Conqueror, Chris Cutler.
Yes, it's Jay Silva's debut for Envizion Wrestling. Long time coming working with this guy. There he is, the high six over there. Yeah, Jay Silva, that handsome fellow over there.
Nice shirt that he's wearing, by the way.
Yeah, Jay Silva making his debut finally for Envizion Wrestling. It's awesome to see him stepping into the ring, getting a challenge for the MadBash Championship. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm glad that I could facilitate this in some way. You know, when we first reached out, we were like, hey, we would love to defend our title. Let me find an opponent. And Jay Silva was the first one to come to me, and he's like, Dickie, I need this opportunity. And I'm not sure how many of you have had your eyes on social media, but, man, Jay Silva has been poking the bear.
Yeah, he's been a little meme master going into this title match.
Meme master's a good way to put it there.
Here he is.
The first ever MadBash Wrestling Champion. The first of his name, Chris Cutler, coming to that ring with the swagger that only Chris Cutler can.
Representing MadBash Wrestling, as you mentioned, first ever champion. How many successful defenses does he already have under his belt at this point?
I'm going to tell you right now who he has defeated on this road. He has defeated Clayton Clark, Aaron Atlas, The Luminary, Shank Barzini. That doesn't even include in the tournament to crown the champion. He defeated Dalton Davis, Colby Jack. He's left a path of names behind him that you could start a Hall of Fame with those names.
Yeah, this kid's on a roll early on in his wrestling career. Can't even vote in the next election. Already holding several titles in various promotions. Sky's the limit. But he's stepping in the ring with your new favorite, Jay Silva.
And you know, to that point that you just made, I don't want to say that we were the launching point, but it all started with the Ascend the Throne victory as we see primetime Ollie Sharp holding up that MadBash Wrestling Championship.
Beautiful, beautiful design on that belt, by the way. I'm kind of a belt mark.
That's big blue right there, brother.
Good work on that one.
That's big blue, what we call it.
I got to say, I think Jay Silva would look real nice with that title wrapped around that waist.
I agree. And, you know, speaking of waists,
I can see it.
Speaking of waists, that's a different person in the ring right now with Jay Silva than he was a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
The physical transformation that this man has overtaken is bonkers in the best way. He's lean, he's mean, he is ready to come after Cutler with everything that he had. Just listen.
I definitely commend him on that accomplishment, that transformation, as you called it. We're going to see how that affects him in the ring. You know, he's got to. You think he'd have to possibly adjust his style a little bit with the change. We'll see how it comes into play.
You know, you got to talk about it. It's the elephant in the room, pun intended. We're talking about weight as he's starting off hot and heavy here with some hits on Cutler. And oh wow, I think Jay Silva just realized that maybe he needs to change. Oh, ducks under here. I think the speed is going to be the key to Jay Silva. Tries to float over a little bit. Gamagiri.
Yeah, as you mentioned,
got in mind here. Running punk knee. That's
an innovative move right there.
The word innovative. Cannot remember the word. Catches it with, wow, look at this. But you know, this
jumping flatliner there by Jay Silva.
This is the point that I was going to be trying to make here, is that, you know, Silva has lost all of that weight. He's got to learn how to use his new body. He's got to learn that, you know, I'm not the 300-pound Jay Silva that I was anymore. I'm this leaner, meaner Jay Silva, and I'm going to use that to my advantage with my quickness.
Yeah, this would have been a much different match a year ago. You know, Jay Silva would have had the weight advantage at that point, but now, I don't know, you got to give it to Cutler. He's been definitely putting in hours at the gym.
Oh, and oh boy.
I've been following Chris Cutler. Jay Cutler's
a former quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
Well, I've been following Chris Cutler since, around the time he first got started. I've actually been in the ring with Chris Cutler several occasions, and this kid, as you can see right now.
You just saw what happened. He hit Silva with that clubbing blow right upside the head. And no, come on. See, this is where I look at an athlete like Chris Cutler, and I'm proud to have him represent my brand. But then he does underhanded, egotistical tactics like this, and it's just like, man, come on. You're better than that, Cutler. But
he must just be hanging with the wrong crowds or something, because this kid could, I mean, he's got it all, but he's also got the attitude, which, I mean, it's working for him. I got to give him credit.
I'm gonna devil's advocate it here, Brian.
He's not losing a lot of matches, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna devil's advocate all day. Look at Chris Cutler. If you looked like Chris Cutler and performed like Chris Cutler, you would have an ego too. Meanwhile, he is just picking Silva apart here. And then, okay, so Brian, here, you're going to learn something about me doing commentary with me. Anytime I say something, the complete opposite then happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
because
keep track of that.
As soon as I said that he was picking him apart, and then Silva kind of tried to come back. He got cut off, doesn't matter, but sends him off the rope. Oh, sends him into the buckle hard way.
That's another thing with Chris Cutler. You hardly have a breath to yourself when you're in the ring with him. He's constantly on top of you.
Oh, exploder suplex
Big
there.
overhead there. He's making this look easy.
Poor Silva. You know, this is his first match in, I believe, like 3 months.
All right, I see.
If I'm remembering the timeline here, correct me if I'm wrong.
Meanwhile, Cutler's been putting tons of work in the ring.
Well, I ran down the list of names that he's defeated just for the MadBash title. There's other people that he's defeated, you know what I mean?
And also in other promotions, you know, over at IWOW, every Tuesday night, current champion there.
Won that belt the same night that he won the MadBash Championship.
Got titles in different promotions.
Watch this.
He's all over.
The cardio of Chris Cutler, able to hit these rapid-fire leg drops, and then the fist drop, the forearm drop, rather.
Yeah.
1, 2. Kick it, 2.
He's taking them apart piece by piece.
That's what Cutler the Conqueror does. He picks a spot. He does not let up.
There's a reason why he's had so many successful defenses. He just doesn't stop. This kid's got stamina for days. Silva fighting back a little bit, coming back with some chops.
Trying to get something going here. Sends him off the ropes.
It's hard to get Cutler.
Oh, no.
Once he's on a
Northern
roll.
Lights.
There we are.
We're going to see the locomotion here.
Look at this strength.
Had to regrip, but it was just enough to send him over again.
That'd be it for me. Nope. Silva's got a little bit left.
But how much?
I think this crowd would love nothing more than to see a new champion in this match.
Well, I mean, you heard the reaction. They're so behind Silva. And how can you not be? We talked about it with Colby. We talked about it with Silva. They're the underdog here.
Really, I think Jay Silva just needs a little bit of a window, and this might be it.
This is the window. He's climbing in your window, snatching your Cutlers up.
Big swinging neck breaker right in the center of the ring. It's time to rally here.
And he's trying, but see, this is the mistake he's making here. You do not want to take too long. He needs to stay on Cutler. There you go. There was his opening, and he may have lost it here. Oh, eats the boot.
Keep going, Jay.
Don't wait for him to come to you. Come to him. Sends him into the buckle. Oh, comes off springboard, hooks him.
Ooh, laying him out with that DDT.
Single underhook DDT. 1, 2.
Shoulder up by the champion.
At what point, though? At what point is Silva going to look at this and realize I've just thrown almost everything I have at this guy, and he is still getting up? But that's the trick. You can't think that way. You have to stay on him. It's not over until that hand hits the mat for the 3rd time. Oh, going for a Sister Abigail, maybe. Spear!
Oh, my goodness.
Kick it, too. Not enough.
Wow, where is he pulling this from?
These guys are digging deep. They are in the trenches right now.
I got to say, I feel like the longer this match goes, the more it's going to benefit Cutler.
Well, like we said, the reps that Cutler has been putting in, cardio for days. Silva's got to not get in his head too much here.
He's got to do something here.
Oh, but wait a minute there. Look at the disrespect from Cutler. Oh.
Can't get too cocky there, kid.
Wait a minute. What's Silva doing? Is that Is he an Indian deathlock?
I believe it's a Native American deathlock.
Native American deathlock here from Jay Silva.
Let's get those shoulders down. You got to be careful not to get counted there. Powered out of that one.
Wow, I did not expect to see that from Silva.
I don't know if I've ever seen Chris Cutler tap, so I'm not sure if I would go with the submission there. Oh my goodness.
Chaos control, chaos control. That's his move.
Come on, Jay. He's right there.
He's trying to crawl for the pin.
This crowd getting behind Silva.
Going for the
Looks
pin,
like
but oh, wait a minute, look.
Oh my,
The resiliency of Cutler with that overhead German.
Ooh, man, maybe playing possum there a little bit before hitting that.
Oh, he just called it.
Oh, this is
the Conquerplex, but wait a minute. Oh, he almost a buster. 1, 2, still champion.
Oh, man.
The reign of the Conqueror.
What a match.
Continues.
Oh, you got to give Jay Silva credit, but
all the credit in the world. All the credit in the world.
This is what it comes to once again. Every time he's defended the MadBash title, it's ended like this.
You just heard it from Jeremy, our ring announcer. Long may he reign. That's the way that we treat this championship. It's almost as if it's royalty atop the throne. Chris Cutler ascended the throne, and any usurper that steps his way, he steps up so that he can sit them down. But again, props to Jay Silva here. He brought a hell of a fight to Cutler. Just wasn't enough.
Who is going to be the one to eventually dethrone the champion?
At this point, Brian, I don't know. I don't think anyone can. If he can keep performing like this, we might be looking at a forever champion.
We're back here at Fair and Square. Envizion Wrestling bringing another first-time ever match.
Look at you with these first-time matches.
Here we are with Cecil Cerveza. You know what? I'm going to cut off his entrance because this guy's been nothing but disrespectful.
I was trying to give him to be polite and let Jeremy, the ring announcer,
I was going to let him do it, but you know what? I was thinking about it. Cecil Cerveza calling out Envizion Wrestling co-owner JC Karnage, very good friend of mine, on social media.
You hear the chant?
Yeah, the crowd does not like this guy.
Moist.
Picking a fight with the security guard. Come on, man. Cecil Cerveza calling out JC Karnage. I guess he felt slighted that he hadn't been booked on the show. JC Karnage, of course, a longtime friend of mine, also co-owner of Envizion Wrestling.
Well, it may not be as long as the history that you have with Karnage, but I have quite the history with Cecil as well.
I'm sorry.
I managed this man to a heavyweight championship. I have ridden the roads with Cecil. I used to be kind of a mentor. It was like kind of a mentor-mentee mentality. We both kind of helped each other out along the way back in the Wabash Talent Agency days on those Friday nights in Georgetown. And the man that I see here today, I don't recognize him. I don't recognize him. He's got this egotistical mentality of like he's entitled. Like he should be on the show and needs to be on the show as we see Karnage come to the ring now.
Well, he's getting his chance here.
Karnage representing the brand as only he knows how to do.
Here we are. JC Karnage getting back in the ring. Known this guy for a very long time, over 20 years. High school friends.
Way to age yourself there.
Yeah.
PBO.
I'm over it. But yeah, I know everything about this guy. I know that he's been ready for this match for weeks. Took a long absence from the ring after a crazy street fight at our last anniversary show.
Yeah, that
a little
was
over
great.
a year ago.
I was there for that. That was nuts. Him and Joey O'Reilly really went at each other in that match.
Of course, a long-time feud there, and I thought that might be it for JC Karnage, but here we are at the Knox County Fairgrounds, and one half of the owners of this company is in the ring right now.
Yeah. Leave it to Cecil to bring him back.
Not backing down from the challenge of Cecil Cerveza. These two guys have known each other for a long time, Duke, as well. Crossed paths several times. Never had a one-on-one match.
This is another first time one-on-one. Look at you with all these first times. This is...
Oh, boy, he's going to talk.
I guess I'll be quiet so Cecil can talk.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, maybe.
Jeremy Hamilton getting in on the fun. Of course, everyone knows
Look
Cecil
at
Cerveza
Cecil.
hates the word moist.
Cecil is so mad.
Oh, wow.
And you got Jeremy Hamilton
That's
over
disrespectful.
here. You got Jeremy Hamilton over here on the microphone chanting moist.
Nobody
Cecil is
likes this guy.
So mad.
Nobody likes this guy. I told him you should have never told us that you hate that word because now everyone's going to yell it at you.
He tried reverse psychology on it, and they played the Uno card, the reverse card on him.
I honestly think Cecil needs to forget about the crowd and concentrate on JC Karnage.
That's always been Cecil's biggest issue. This is even back when I was with him back in the day, back in what I like to call the day. He worried too much about what the crowd was doing, and he would sometimes lose his focus.
Oh, trying to... Got a handful of beer there. That's definitely not legal. Get that side headlock on once again. You can't... You got to admit, Cecil Cerveza, he can take care of himself in the ring.
I'll give him all the credit in the world. You know, he calls himself the Dominican Dynamo for a reason. He is a dynamo. When he steps between those ropes, you know, he may not look like that he can get out there and keep up with, you know, we've talked about speed a lot here today. And I think Cecil, you know, is deceitfully quick.
Which he's going to need for his advantage against JC.
And that might be the advantage.
JC would agree with me when I say he's lost some speed over the years himself. Cecil going to go for that test of strength.
You know, something that we're not really talking about here, how brave of Cecil to wear white gear at an outside show.
Nice slap in the face there. That's kind of what he gets for talking that trash on social media.
Well, you know, we saw it with the last match. Jay Silva talked trash on Chris Cutler.
He's locking up that wrist once again. He's going to try to make this a technical match.
Cecil's no slouch when it comes to technical wrestling either.
JC's definitely known more for his brawling.
And that could be what wins Cecil this match. A clash of styles. Take someone out of their element. Do what they can't do.
I'll tell you, Cecil's got a much better chance of winning this if he can keep it inside the ring. Now JC's turning around on him. Stomping the fingers of Cecil Cerveza. Do the other hand now.
I think he got both of them with one stomp there. With a thumb to the eye. Come on.
Of course. Would you expect anything less?
I wish I could say no.
Oh, going for the chop. JC ducked it, hit one of his own.
The world-famous, world-renowned chops of Cecil Cerveza.
Here we go again.
Yiker.
Ooh. I've been on the receiving end of JC Karnage's chops.
Karnage's chops are...
he's got some good ones.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at incredible chops from both of these guys.
I've also been chopped by Cecil, and that's not fun either.
I've seen Cecil draw blood on chests.
Ooh, he's got him. You could just do that the whole match. Oh, no. That's about all he can handle.
And that's what you said right here. Did Cecil just make a tactical error? You said if he could keep it in the ring.
If JC follows him out there, yeah, he's going to regret it pretty quickly. He's already blown up. We had the fans on and everything. It's not enough. Oh, come on. This looks familiar. The last time I was in the ring with Cecil Cerveza, he walked out.
Oh, I remember this.
At IWOW, yeah. He's kind of a coward.
This speaks to the character of Cecil Cerveza. He's the one that wanted this match, and now he's going to be leaving. Or at least attempting to. Oh, he's coming back.
Is the ref at a 10 count yet? I mean, come on. All right. I think he just broke the count there. Man.
Oh, no. Cecil's in trouble.
This is what I'm talking about. He's not going to just let you say all that and just walk away.
Especially when you talk trash about a brand that you and Karnage both have worked so hard for.
Have a seat there, Cecil. Just keep doing that. It usually works. Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Tenderizing the chest of Cecil.
I love it.
Now, you got to be a little bit partial here, though.
I'm trying to...
Sorry, impartial.
I'm trying to keep my bias at bay, but I mean...
You definitely have a lot personally at stake with this.
One of these guys I love, the other I kind of can't stand, so...
And I am Switzerland on the matter, so I'm going to be the professional here, and I'm going to... I mean, don't get me wrong. It does... You know what? It does feel good to see Cecil get chopped like that. Not going to lie.
Come on, Cecil. What is his deal with Andrew, the head of security here?
Whoa! What's happening here? Kids getting involved now. This is awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it DQ either. I mean, it's an inflatable bat. But oh my goodness! What is Andrew?
Throwing back into the ring. What kind of operation are you running here, Parker? We got security guards throwing wrestlers into the ring.
Hey, security guards are people too. They got feelings like everybody else.
You got him over there on the main stage right now.
Andrew's got enough to worry about out there on the outside doing his job. The referee's going to let it fly, so I don't got a problem with it either.
Ref's discretion.
Here we go.
Discretion.
Big 10 punches. JC Karnage. He's got Cecil right where he wants him.
10.
JC really surprised everybody in that match with Joey O'Reilly back at our anniversary show last year. And he's going to do it. He's doing it again right here.
Yeah, he's in the middle of surprising me. You know, that's always the wrestlers that I love to see her at 1, 2, kick it 2.
Not done yet.
The deceitful wrestlers. You know, you look at someone like Karnage, no disrespect, but it's like you don't expect him to be able to get in there and go. He's going right now. And then, well, see, what I tell you, it always happens.
Yep.
I say something and the exact opposite happens.
Well, he doesn't have any hair on the top of his head, so he's got to go to the hair below his head.
It's very true.
Yeah, this is the kind of tactics he's going to have to use if he's going to get past JC. We got to know, too, JC can take a ton of damage. He's just like a big red walking callus at this point. And I say that with all the respect and all the love in the world.
I don't even know where to go from that one. I was not expecting you to go.
He wouldn't disagree, believe me. He's got to come up with a better plan, though, because
Cecil studying those Kyle Pipher matches. Kyle Pipher employed this same tactic earlier.
Well, he's a huge fan of Kyle Pipher. It's like his childhood favorite wrestler.
You know, speaking of favorite wrestlers, I know for a fact that Cecil Cerveza is Clayton Clark's favorite wrestler. He's told me.
Huh. We're going to have to verify that later, but right now JC's going to try to come back. Those stiff clubs to the back.
Whoa, look at that snap DDT.
It kind of came out of nowhere.
I didn't see that one coming. Dropping Cecil right on his belly.
Instinctive move right there.
1, 2. Kick it 2. Instinctive is a very good way to put it. That was just a strike from Karnage.
He's going to try to get Cecil back up. Try to come up with a new game plan. I think he should go back to the chops.
I think he's listening to you. Whoa, ducks under.
Big elbows. Oh, man. Like we mentioned, Cecil's no slouch in the chop department. Oh, now he's going to pull the shirt up over the head. Both shirts up over the head. Oh, man.
But you know what, though? Even with those multiple layers, a chop from Cecil Cerveza still really hurts.
Yeah, it's going to take the breath out of the lungs.
European uppercut, a Dominican uppercut. Little face watch action, maybe.
Further pull out those beard hairs. Big knee to the corner. You know, I mentioned that JC doesn't back down from a challenge, even though, I mean, I guess I'd say he's pretty much semi-retired at this point.
He may have bit off more than he can chew here, too.
I mean, he's shoulder up once again. He's taken everything that Cecil's thrown at him.
And then some.
Thankfully, this year it's not 100 degrees out here, so
This is very nice. You know, we got a good breeze going through the pavilion here. We got some fans, and we have fans.
a little bit cooler than
Fans
it
and
was the
fans.
last 2 years. So hopefully that heat isn't affecting JC as much. Cecil, I don't really care.
I told you, you got to be partial.
Told you I can't in this match. I will for everything else. I think I've done a pretty good job so far up to
You've
this
done
point.
fine. You've done fine.
Of course, we have another big match, the main event coming up after this, the Envizion Wrestling Tag Team titles. Right now, JC Karnage he's coming back now, laying in these hard clotheslines into the corner.
Really taking a lot out of Cecil. Oh, he pulled future Joseph Williams in front of him.
Timmy Eddie taking a bump in the
Man
ring,
of many
and
names.
Cecil
Little do-si-do
reverse it.
action.
Throwing JC to the outside once again, just on that concrete.
Is Timmy okay? I think we need to check on Timmy. I see Andrew over there checking on him.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything goes when the ref's down, and this might benefit JC, like I mentioned. More of a brawler.
You know, I've heard that his unofficial catchphrase is no rules, no problem. Now, where's he going?
So we saw in the match with Joey O'Reilly, he brought out he had a Lego bat and all
what's he
kinds of
got here?
toys for that
What's he got
Falls
here?
Count Anywhere match, but now he's, oh my goodness, now that looks familiar as well.
Who furnishes these wrestling shows? Who puts these things just in the open for these people to use?
I don't think I've ever seen that at a county fair before.
That is a thumbtack steel chair. And speaking of which, can we please check on Timmy?
This, I believe, it looks like the same chair that JC introduced in his Falls Count Anywhere match with Joey O'Reilly, but of course there's the kick of the rope right into the groin area of JC Karnage.
You know, one of the most brutal matches I've ever seen Cecil Cerveza in was a chairs match.
Oh my God, he's got
he
that.
knows how to use a
He's
chair.
got the tack side down on the. Oh, JC went low there. Once again, referee's down.
Yeah, speaking, can we please get someone to check on Timmy?
What's Ollie doing back there? We might need him. This crowd wants to see him use that chair. What is he doing? JC's not known for his aerial
I was getting ready to
moves.
say, how often do you see JC go up
Oh
top
man!
here?
Oh, he's got him by
no,
the
no,
beard
no, no,
once
no.
again. Oh my! Holy Lord!
Oh my goodness, I don't even know how you call that
Dented
one.
the chair, the thumbtack chair. That was a massive shot to the back there.
Even with the layers that JC has on, that still has to
Oh,
hurt.
big-
Buzzsaw kick.
Big kick to the head. I don't know what he's
Meanwhile-
playing here. Is the referee is still down?
Can we please get someone to check on
I mean,
Timmy?
Cecil, this is kind of your fault that you're not getting a 3 count right now. Oh, here comes another ref.
Referee Marty Elias sliding into the ring here. Kick out at 2.
Oh, man. I can't believe that. That chair, you can see, just dented in the middle, that huge impact. JC coming off the top rope. Cecil once again pulling that beard, I think for maybe the 3rd time this match.
He's definitely got a laser focus on the beard.
I've seen JC come back from a lot in a match, but
That's a tough one.
I mean, it's
That's a tough one.
He hasn't been in the ring in a while. He's going to be feeling that for at least a week. Oh, he's going for the sleeper.
Speaking of sleeping, can we please get someone to check on Timmy?
Do we have a medic? I don't know if we got a medic for this show. I think there's an ambulance over there next to the fair office, but we might need one for JC here in a minute if he's rendered unconscious by this sleeper hold. Expertly applied.
Oh.
The hand didn't drop on that 3rd one.
I know JC Karnage well enough to know it's going to take more than a sleeper hold to put him away.
Very resilient man. Jawbreaker.
Okay, I know. I just got distracted by that ride in the background. My lord, it is going so fast. Yeah, but anyway, back to the action.
JC coming back with the chops. I've had more matches with JC Karnage than anybody else. I don't know if he got all that clothesline.
Got him right in the forehead, it looked like.
You can see Cecil favoring that elbow. We know that he's been having issues with that elbow for a while now.
Yes, he has. For quite a while.
There we
got
are.
Got him with another one.
You know he's feeling it.
1, 2. What do these two men have to do to each other?
I think that original referee is still down.
He is. Can we please, for the love of all things holy, get someone to
I don't know if he's breathing.
On future Joseph Williams.
What's JC got playing here?
It's probably going to be bad for Cecil.
Big charging clothesline. Cecil's
kick to the gut. What's he got? Stunner! Stunner, thank you. Thank you. We finally are getting some help for Timmy.
This could be it here.
2. Look at the bridge. Look at the bridge out of that pin from Cecil.
I don't know where Cecil's getting it at this point. I think JC was probably at this point wishing that he would have got to use that chair on Cecil.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to...
Oh,
looks like he was going to hook him for his test drive crossroads finisher here. I don't know if you know this, but they used this same move. Oh, he planted him with that hard shot there.
Let's see if he can do it. 1, 2.
And he got him.
Oh, that was a 3.
JC Karnage just put away Cecil Cerveza.
Wow. That's, when you talk about it, they use the same move. Just a matter of how they execute it.
This was just one long battle to see who could get to that last move that they've both used to get huge victories. But in this case, JC Karnage was the better man. That reversal, being able to hit the move on his own and get the win. Cecil Cerveza is not happy about this at all.
How could he be? He put up a hard-fought fight, and then to come out with the L? That wouldn't make me happy. Not to mention he got chopped. I mean, the big one, he got chopped by JC Karnage, but I mean, ultimately he did lose. It's not great for his morale.
Even after that big throw off the top rope onto that thumbtack chair, JC Karnage was still able to come back and get the victory. Now what's going to happen here?
Well, before we get to this, though, I'm getting word in my headphones that Timmy is okay.
Okay, that's good.
They did get him to the back. He
Look
is
at
fine.
that.
We're going to see a show of
sportsmanship.
Look at that. Sportsmanship. You love to see that.
After everything he just put him through. Like I mentioned, these guys have known each other for a long time, so there is a layer of respect there. I think it's mutual.
It's the people that respect each other the most that end up going to war the hardest.
Yes, I would back that up for sure.
And we just saw it here today. But, Brian, we're not done.
But, of course, Cecil's got to have the last word there with that little shove before he leaves the ring.
Of course he does. We're not done, though. We got some big tag team action coming up here next.
Huge main event. Triple threat tag team elimination match for the Envizion Wrestling Tag Team Championships. But what a match there. What a showing by JC Karnage. My best friend in the world. Nobody else in the world I'd rather run an indie wrestling company with.
Oh, wait a minute. Taking off the Envizion jersey.
I don't blame him. It's warm out here.
I'd
probably keep going.
I was going to say, is there any symbolism here? But no, bro's just hot. I don't blame him.
I'd be taking the next one off. I'd be pulling the straps down. Yeah, great showing by JC Karnage. Proud of this man. Getting in the ring once again and shutting up Cecil Cerveza.
But here we go.
Thanks a lot, Andrew.
It's time for our main event coming up here in just a few seconds, gang. Get ready. Tag Team Championship action.
Here we go. Main event time. Dickie Wabash, you ready for this?
I was born ready. I was born ready. Always born ready for a main event.
It's a triple threat tag team elimination match for the Envizion Wrestling Tag Team Championships, currently held by Whiskey and Warrants.
We got VC Most Wanted here, the Young Ma Jin and the Ronin. which never really made much sense to me. Ronan tends to be clanless, but he's with that. Doesn't matter. Point is, they are coming to the ring right now. The Danville Dreamers themselves, VC Most Wanted.
VC Most Wanted, the first team out here for this triple threat tag team elimination match. They've been wanting this match. They've been yearning for this opportunity, and they're getting it in this main event. Fair and Square 3, Knox County Fairgrounds, Bicknell, Indiana.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We're out here. I'm looking over there at the funnel
Need
cake
more
booth.
hydration. Yeah, somebody go get me a funnel cake. It's hard work. 3 teams are going to step into the ring for those tag team titles.
Triple threat tag match. Is that what you would call this? A triple threat tag match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 teams going at it for
triple
the
threat.
Envizion Wrestling tag team titles.
This was a dumb question. These are my dark horses for this match. I think we're going to be surprised by these two. Trauma Unit. This is a team that I have seen so much of through the Midwest. Theo White, Devontae Knox. This is the team to watch. As much as I love Whiskey and Warrants, close personal friend to Clayton Clark, Johnny Poke. This is going to be the team to watch here.
These two guys have been tagging for a while now. Different styles. They complement each other so well. Crowd loves them. Trauma Unit. Theo White, you see the big man there. Devontae Knox as well. Amazing athletes stepping into the ring, challenging for those tag team titles.
You know, we talked about the Ascend the Throne tournament earlier where Cutler won the MadBash Wrestling Championship. I would not have been surprised if Devontae Knox pulled out the victory in that tournament. He entered as a wild card. He defeated LDLC, went on and lost to Clayton Clark in the semis. And that's the thing, both of these guys, they're incredible singles wrestlers and tag wrestlers. So let's see if they can get some cohesion. Here
we are. Last year at this event, Clayton Clark and Johnny Poke won a 5-team gauntlet match to crown the first ever champions.
Hell of a task.
Outlasting 4 other teams, coming out on top. They've held those titles for just about a year. We're about to see them get defended here, fair and square 3.
Now, wait a minute here. Why is Clayton Clark coming out by himself here, Brian?
Well, maybe we're getting separate entrances tonight. I know Johnny Poke, I think he might have been running a little late for the show tonight, but here comes Clayton Clark. He's out here, and this crowd's happy to see him. You see the shirts out in the crowd. They're ready for this title match. Big-time Whiskey and Warrant fans out here in this crowd in Bicknell. If there was a man they came to see, it's Clayton Clark, one half of the tag team champions.
Yeah, Clayton is a man of the people. You know, the people love him. He loves the people.
That guy likes him.
Oh, I mean,
even the security guards.
Oh, shout out to Dalton Davis in the crowd here tonight. Dalton Davis recovering from that broken fibula. Dalton, get feeling better, man.
Anytime you get Dalton Davis in the locker room, you know you're going to have a good time.
You know, Clayton Clark has teamed up with Dalton Davis a bit in the past. Drunk Justice, they call themselves. Yeah. They had a very good match against the Tragedy Boys. You can check that out. Cheap plug here, Brian. Forgive me. MadBash Studios on YouTube. We got fan cam footage of that match. Oh, incredible match. Didn't mean to talk over Jeremy. We're going to throw it out to Jeremy Hamilton.
See what Clayton Clark has to say.
Oh, Clayton Clark.
I know this was a two-man dance, but I didn't come alone. You see, Johnny Poke, you may have let me down and not been here tonight, but I got a better option back there, and I think you would call him utterly chaotic. And I'm not trying to milk it too long, so how about we bring out Colby Jack?
What?
What an announcement there. It looks like Johnny Poke might be replaced here in this
You
title
heard Clayton.
defense.
He said I got let down. I had to find a better option. what better option than one of his fellow MadBash boys, Colby Jack, showing that MadBash does in fact stick together. Brian, Colby has already wrestled once tonight.
Yeah, Colby Jack just barely getting through Kyle Pipher earlier in the show.
He's already showing wear and tear. Now, just for simplicity's sake here, for clarification here, I mean, you're the man in charge. Answer this question for me. Does this make Colby Jack one half of the tag team champions, or?
I mean, if we're going to let this go on, he's going to be taking up the role of helping Clayton Clark defend these titles. I mean, he can't defend the titles by himself. It's a tag team championship, so, I mean, he had to find somebody back there. He's got a lot of history with Colby Jack.
Yeah, as I said.
They've had a lot of ups and downs in the last few years together.
And you see what they're both wearing on the leg of Colby Jack, on the arm of Clayton Clark, that MadBash armband. That armband is sacred. That just goes to show you that blood is thicker than water.
That's the one connective tissue here. This is what binds them together. Here we go. This will be for the tag team championships. As I mentioned, this is a triple threat elimination style match. One member of the team needs to be pinned or submitted for the team to be eliminated. So we're going to see two separate pinfalls, and at the end of it, the winners are going to be the tag team champions.
Wow, that's something that I would not expect. If Clayton or Colby is able to get the win, we would have new tag team champions without the champions taking a loss.
That's true.
Wrestling's weird, man.
Yeah.
Wrestling is weird, but I love it. I love it.
And this is the dynamic of a triple threat tag team match is much different than you would find in a normal tag team match. You've always got that.
You saw that blind tag. Was that a blind tag that I saw there from Stetson?
It looked like it. That's no problem for Clayton Clark. He doesn't care who he's in the ring with. He knows this is a title match. It's high stakes. He had to find a new partner last minute, so that's going to be in the back of his head too. But I mean, he's gonna bring it to Stetson winners here.
You know what though? To quote Papa Wabash, "A mountain among men, the tiger ain't no step for a stepper."
There we go, under the legs.
Whoa!
Oh, under the legs and clipping him, and it's like
dumping him on his head.
Stetson taking a little bump there. Big atomic drop. Not missing a step there is one half of the tag team champions. Oh, there's
those double atomics from Clayton trademark. You know, the last time Stetson was in a ring with Clayton, it did not look at him ripping the shirt. That's a good tank top.
He must work out.
Oh, what we got? Oh, big splash! I thought he might be going for that homicidal.
He borrowed that move from Theo White.
That's a drop.
Yeah, he's been watching some trauma unit matches in preparation for this one. Speaking of which, there's the tag back to Devontae Knox.
You know, I mentioned this a second ago, then we got a little bit sidetracked here. The last time Stetson Winters was in a ring with Clayton Clark as a double team from the team, you know, he left bloody.
Yeah.
You know, so he's probably glad to see Devontae get tagged in here.
You know, VC Most One is going to try to get a little retribution for that match at EPW.
Yes.
Big scoop and a slam by Devontae Knox. Tag to the big man. Dropping that booty. And a big old splash, like I mentioned.
Look at the height.
I've always been a big fan of the guys who are deceitfully quick.
And that's Theo White.
Yeah,
that's
using
Theo
the size. White. All that size shouldn't move as fast as it does, but this guy's just been getting so good.
I once described Austin Ryan as a Lamborghini engine in a howitzer tank, and I think that's a good way to describe Theo White, too.
That's perfect.
As he's picking up, he's beating him with the cow. Just adjusted Stetson's attitude. You know what, though? That was smart, a double team, because that probably did not feel great for Colby.
Yeah, especially after everything he went through earlier tonight in that match with Kyle Pipher.
Yeah.
But he's still going to give it 100%.
He always does.
As he said, if Colby Jack and Clayton Clark can win this match, he will be recognized as a tag team champion here in Envizion. So
you heard it here first. This is the man that makes those decisions. The other guy that helps make those decisions is kind of hurt right now. I saw him with some ice packs on.
Yeah.
So
he's got some marks on his back from the thumbtacks from that steel chair.
Yeah, JC Karnage definitely feeling that fight with Cecil. That's what I'm going to call that match, was a fight, but that was the past. We're here in the future, underhanded tactics.
Here we are, that nefarious teamwork of VC Most Wanted. Of course, they're a little bit, the referee's a little bit distracted by Clayton over there, but they're going to use every opportunity they can to take advantage behind the referee's back.
You know, Mikhail calls himself the young Majin, and he looks just like Evil Boo from Dragon Ball Z. That's a deep cut reference, so his name fits perfect.
Interesting thing about this match type, too, you don't necessarily have to tag in your own partner.
Well, we saw at the very start, we saw Stetson blind tag himself in from Devontae.
Go Colby Jack with those chops. They're going to try to keep Colby Jack away from his corner, I think. They know that he's already a little banged up.
You know, I talk about it all the time, is smart tag team wrestling, where you have to cut off the ring, you have to half the ring. Well, we're not having the ring here today, we're thirding the ring. So you have 2/3 of a ring that you really got to try to keep your opponent out of.
Got to keep him out of those two corners closest to the stage. He doesn't want him tagging out to Clayton Clark or Devontae or Theo.
You know, Clayton's got to be in a sorely mood anyway. I mean, he had to make a last-minute adjustment here.
So we mentioned a tag team champion for almost a year. They won those tag titles in a 5-way gauntlet match.
So are we calling them Milk and Warrants?
I guess that's one of the names we could use. I didn't really think about it. I didn't have time to think about it, so we'll see what Mikhail can do from the top.
Nothing off the top.
For a double stomp, missed.
Roll through flatliner, my goodness.
Where did he pull that from? Colby Jack desperately needs to get a tag, and he doesn't even have to go all the way to Clayton.
I would just
He's got
turn
two
around.
fresh guys right behind him.
Tag in Theo.
I would tag in Theo.
Or Devontae.
He's going for Clayton. Well, you know Clayton wants to get in there. He wants to defend these titles.
Yes, he's a fighting champion. He has always been a fighting champion.
There he is, the big tag. Clayton Clark's in a clean house. Taking out both members of VC's Most Wanted. Oh, double super kick.
Nigel.
Double lariat.
Clayton Clark loves to hit that Nigel rebound lariat.
He's a guy that can do it all by himself if he has to. What's he going to do? It looks like these two are taking off the outside. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that with 4 opponents.
Clayton Clark, if there's a will, there's a way, though.
Oh, man.
Little meeting of the minds, house show dive, tope de casa.
I think Clayton Clark was actually going for VC there, but that
he was too.
Little mistiming, that miscommunication there. Oh, big elbow shot to Colby Jack. Now this other team is taken out on the outside. I don't know if Clayton's going to be able to recover from that shot.
Colby was going to try to go for a suicide dive.
It's a big kick and
2,
elbow combo.
3. Whoa.
VC Most Wanted just eliminated Colby Jack and Clayton Clark.
That means that we are going to have new champions here tonight.
It was just too much for Colby Jack. I mean, if he hadn't had that match earlier tonight, it might be a different outcome, but that just lost Clayton Clark the tag team titles right there.
He is going to be so mad, but I mean, he's got to be frustrated, but I mean, at the same time,
now they know what's on the line here. Now there's only 2 teams left.
Oh, caught him with that
big
super kick.
Oh my goodness. Just laying out Stetson with that Devontae Knox, just throwing that boot right into the mush. Tag to Theo, clothesline into the corner. These two just work so well together.
Offense. What is this happening? Oh my Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Like, cannonball monkey flip combination. That was
1, 2. I think Trauma Unit might be my favorite tag team in the Midwest.
They've just got so many effective tag team moves. They know how to use Theo's size and power along with Devontae's speed and just the power of his kicks, especially. Oh my goodness, like no effort whatsoever.
I was getting ready to say effortlessly, just throwing the man. Getting him into his corner now. More double team action coming from these two. Hip attack.
Another big one. Devontae known for having a very derriere-based offense.
posterior. Head bent over. Raise the posterior.
Some people call them iron cakes.
Rick and Morty reference. I didn't expect that here today. Let's go. I'm hyped up. Let's go.
Go.
Spring it off. What's he got? Misses the moonsault.
Close, but Stetson here with a big
overhead
suplex. He's got to make a tag to McHale here. I say at this point, VC has just got to keep Devontae in their corner. Don't let him get anywhere near Theo.
I agree.
Guaranteed new tag team champions. Whoever gets us next fall. I'm still kind of shocked at that first elimination. That didn't go the way I would have expected.
Like you said, Colby Jack wrestled Kyle Pipher earlier in the evening. He was not 100%. You got to wonder, if he was at 100%, would things have been different? Probably. I've known Colby Jack long enough, and I've known Clayton long enough to know that it could have come out differently.
It's like Stetson has picked a body part here, targeting that arm. I'd actually probably be going after the leg with Devontae Knox.
Yeah, he has a very, he uses that pump kick. He has a very leg-based offense.
But, I mean, if he destroys the arm, that makes it harder to make the tag, I guess. So that makes sense.
Look at that. Never thought of it like that.
Yeah, no matter how this goes, the year-long title reign of Whiskey and Lawrence is now over.
No, I've just received word in my headphones. This is an update from our previous match. Timmy Eddy is fine. He is seen coming back from the Lemon Shake-Up booth. He is fine.
Oh, I don't know if you want to be trying to shove Theo off the apron.
That was the mistake. That's a blind tag.
That was not even a legal tag. But referee Ollie, a little distracted there, but he's going to...
Not even a 2 count, really. 1.5 count.
I mentioned that Stetson kind of hyperextending that elbow with that stomp there.
Yeah.
If they're going to stay on top of it. McHale Murphy, one half of VC Most Wanted. They want these tag titles.
Well, so does Trauma Unit. I mean, I think that, they have a chance, both of them have a chance to make history. I mean, sure, it's always good to be the first, but, holding them in general is not bad, just because they would be the second holders.
Right, looks like
I had a point there and I just completely lost it, but regardless.
It's like Devontae had a little bit of energy there, but
he's in the wrong corner.
Don't
want to be in that corner.
Got to give these guys credit. They're cutting the ring off perfectly.
Oh, I've seen this combination from VC before. If this is the combination I think it is, it's absolutely not the combination I thought it was. I will shut up now.
Theo White's, he's got to be just burning inside, wanting to get in that ring. There's only so much he can do from his corner.
Yeah, you can only give so much moral support. Like, at the end of the day, this is wrestling. Moral support does help. But, wait a minute.
Here we go to those kicks. That spinning back slap. Oh, this isn't going to be good if he gets that tag. Oh, he's going to go for that.
Going for it again.
That moonsault. There we are. Hit it that time. That could be it.
Just a 1 count.
Not quite enough. He's got to make that tag. He's right there. There's the tag to Big Theo White.
The big man.
Stetson needs to get...
Oh, but Ollie didn't see it.
I mean, I saw the tag.
I did too.
Once again, the referee being distracted. Did he just pull another... I mean, come on, guys.
That one was just blatantly obvious.
I think they were trying to get him to think that they tagged behind his back once again. There we go. That's a legal tag.
But you know what? That's Ollie, though. He knew that he realized, I didn't see a tag. Now I got to be more hyper-focused.
At this point, I don't even know if they need to pull something like that. They've got Devontae all to themselves at this point.
They've got him right where they want him. A jumping leg lariat. Only a 1 count.
Not enough weight there across the shoulders of Devontae Knox.
He is a rather slender man.
Devontae's a very conditioned athlete. You gotta. He can take a lot. He doesn't.
This is the
he doesn't run out of gas.
This is the combination I've seen. This is what I thought they were going for earlier, but they weren't.
Big uppercut there in the corner. There's a tag it once again.
The flying Majin line.
I don't know. See how much more Devontae can take, but I mean, Theo should be in this match right now anyway. Oh, there we go.
Leaping Enzi.
Oh, now he's got to get the tag.
There we go, Big Theo.
There we go. The ref saw this one. I think their luck might have just run out because Big Theo White's the legal man in this match.
Oh, the throwaway slam. Theo, if you don't actually call that move that, you should.
Just can't believe the strength of this guy. Just look at this. Double team move.
Just manhandling.
That's what you got to do. The tag titles are on the line. Stetson just barely got a hand in there to break that count up. Ollie Tharp's got to get a little bit of order in here.
And that might have been what saved this match. If Stetson would not have been in the ring, this match probably would have been over.
And Theo's probably on his own at this point. Devontae's got to he's got to catch his breath for sure. Come on, guys, this is for the tag team titles. They know how much this means to get this victory. To become the second ever Envizion Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We saw first ever champions last year. We're seeing new champions this year, regardless of the outcome. Right now, these two are trying to come up with a...
It's still so odd to say the match isn't over yet, but we know that we're going to be getting new champions. That was a hell of a combination there, by the way.
Kick to the head, kind of like sliding, like flatliner sort of, but Theo gets the shoulder up once again.
Devontae barely on his feet.
He's on the apron, but I don't know if he's ready for a tag. Theo might have to finish this one on his own. Once again, they got him as far away from his partner as he can be. Oh, big shot to Mikhail right there. Oh, my goodness. Big, huge spear. Dodging that kick there.
Oh, got him in an electric chair.
Stetson up on his shoulders. That's not where you want to be right now.
Not at all.
There's
not
the tag.
At all.
Oh, my goodness. That big booty drop from the top.
3 new champions. We knew we were going to get new champions, but new champions.
There it is. We've got brand new Envizion Wrestling Tag Team Champions. It's Devontae Knox and Theo White. Trauma Unit just snagged those tag team titles.
In a hard-fought victory for sure.
What a sequence there at the end of that one to put away VC Most Wanted. They might have got that shock elimination of Colby Jack and Clayton Clark, but when it comes down to it, Devontae and Theo are standing tall. They're the brand new tag team titles. We got to get that other belt.
You know, you got to wonder. I'm not trying to take away from their victory right now, but you got to wonder if that shock elimination had not happened in the beginning, would this have still been the outcome? Who knows? But regardless, this is where we find ourselves, new Envizion Tag Team Champions. Brian, my God. Hell of a show to bring me on for the first time to do commentary.
Yeah, I'm glad that you could join me for this. An historic victory right there. We've got new tag team champions. Make way for Trauma Unit here in Envizion Wrestling. Devontae Knox and Theo White being congratulated by these fans. Don't worry, we'll get you that other belt for some photo ops. Maybe pull off a slick Photoshop. But there they are, the new tag team champions. Thank you for joining us for Fair and Square 3.
Of course, thank you, everyone.
Here at the Knox County Fairgrounds in Bicknell, Indiana. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to go get me a lemon shake-up.
Find us on social media. Keep up with us. We'll be announcing more events. But until then, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.